Hey guys, it's Leo, and it's super cold here in Brazil. I'm very happy. And it's time to talk about episode 8 of MAHOU SHOUJO site. A very surprising episode, lighthearted in the first half and very dark in the second half. So first of all, in this episode we had a closure from a plot that I was very curious about, which was that Nijimin, crazy psycho fan. I was very curious about him, and I was very curious about his point in the story, and now I know what is his point in the story. Anyways, let's start talking about the beach trip they went on in the first half. Because now all of the magical girls are very serious about what they want to do and what they're going to do. And because of that, they went to enjoy a little happy time before things get very serious in their lives. And it's interesting because who had this idea? It was Aya. So our dear lovable main character had this great idea of the girls, enjoying a little bit of time together as they said, making memories together. So that was gorgeous. I loved that Aya is really thinking about it, and she is really treasuring her relationship with the girls, and especially with Tsuyuno. And the field trip was very fun. It was very nice. It was very lighthearted. The girls had lots of fun. We were able to see a little bit more of the girls in different scenarios, and in a happier scenario, and just having fun and just interacting with each other. I thought it was very strange seeing Nijimin and Rina interacting, but it ended up becoming fun. It ended up becoming funny, and I loved it. But obviously that scene with Aya and Tsuyuno, flying together, I don't know how that's called. I don't even know how that's called in Portuguese, imagine in English. But they were flying together, and that scene to me was one of the best scenes of this series so far. And I absolutely loved it. As I said in past reviews, I think that their relationship is very precious to both of them. And, they're even more comfortable in sharing the moments and in sharing the feelings with each other. And that's a very good thing. And we also have a very important thing happening. In last episode, Kosame told something to Aya we didn't know, but in this episode we learned that Tsuyuno she has a little bit of life in her, so she is not gonna live much longer, and that makes me really sad. It breaks my heart, but Aya was very sad, but she wanted to turn it into a special moment. Tsuyuno wanted to see the beach with Aya, and so they had this moment. They had this moment together, connecting only the two of them, just flying there all alone. It was such a beautiful scene, all blue with the sun shining. And when Aya started crying, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna cry with you. And Aya is just a very, very, very dear character. I just love her so much. And it was really nice to see that moment between the two of them. And, I just love the two of them so much. And now I think that I love the other girls as well. We've connected to them a little bit in the past episode, but now we connected to them a little bit more, and I just loved it. And I just loved how colorful it was. It was very different from past episodes. The color palette in this episode was very different. They went on with way more colors. Another thing that was very important in this episode was Kyo-chan. Kyo-chan, one of the magical girls, she's very powerful, and her power is constantly tickling her mind. She connects with everyone that she touches, and so she can, see what's going on in their minds. If she touched that person one time, that's pretty strong, and that's pretty important as well, and that's pretty impressive, but at the same time, it must be very draining for her life force. It must be very draining. But let's leave that for later. Let's talk about the worst character. And I'm not talking about Sarina, which is the second worst. I am talking about that shithead called Kaname. Kaname is Aya's brother, and I hate him with a passion. I hate that character so much. And in this episode, we learned that he was able to find Nijimin's stick, because Nijimin's in love with him, and he manipulated her very easily so that she told him everything. And because of that, he learned where her stick was and he caught her stick. You know, Nijimin's stick is one of the most powerful ones. And then there was this thing with that crazy Nijimin fan. It's interesting to see that because, you know, I'm a very big idol fan. I was an even bigger fan in the past. And, you know, I have seen some people acting like that when their favorite idols do something they don't like. That was a little bit exaggerated, but there are fans like that. What's this? Anyway, so we saw that he was trying to kill Kaname, and then Kaname used the stick's power to get him. And Kaname is a psycho. Kaname is crazy. He's totally uncontrollable. His mind is like totally not human, or he represents the worst of a human being. But you know, seeing him use the stick, it's interesting because, I don't know, I felt like only magical girls could use another magical girl stick, but no, it's not like that. I mean, he's able to use a stick and he's not even a magical girl. Obviously, he's not a magical girl, but we saw like his hair changing colors and, you know, he got that life thing in his wrist and he started using Nijimin's power. But not only that, he used her powers in a very gore way. You know, it was really intense and horrible to watch, you know, because he didn't really simply kill that guy. He humiliated him a lot. And, you know, I feel like it worked very well because now I hate that character even more. I hate him even more. And all the girls were discussing where Nijimin's pants went and what happened to it. But I was able to see that. I was able to see that her brother was using Nijimin's pants. And, you know, the scene where he revealed the pants, I was like, oh my god, this is really bizarre. And then the other guy ended up killing himself on Kaname's orders, and Aya saw everything, and Aya got really scared. But she was able to escape. But at the same time that she was able to escape, Kaname saw her. Kaname was able to understand that she was, you know, she learned it. She learned about it. But she didn't want to talk to anyone about it. And I was like, girl, what are you doing? You need those girls' help. You cannot simply leave him with Nijimin's powers, especially being who he is and what he did to you in the past. You know, you can't do that. But I kind of understand her because he's her brother and her family is gonna suffer a lot with his loss. I don't know. I just can kind of understand where she's coming from. And then Kyo-chan, she quickly caught on to what was going on, and that was something impressive as well. Because Kyo-chan, she uses her powers a lot, and that scares me for her, but at the same time, she's very intense, and her powers are amazing. So Kyo-chan knows what's going on. Kyo-chan knows what Aya's been through with her brother, and she's probably gonna make up a plan, and they're gonna stop him. Please, someone do something to that guy. And the policeman at the end, he saw that, and he saw Kaname's name. What is gonna happen? I am so curious. Another nice thing that happened in this episode, and the last thing I want to talk about, I think it's like a character song that played when the girls were having fun on the beach. And I think it was Aya's voice actor that was singing it because the voice was very similar. And, you know, I liked it. I really liked it. I hope they release an album with character songs, maybe. I would love that. Guys, please leave a comment with your opinions. Let's keep our talk in the comment box below. And thank you so much for watching. And until next time. Bye bye.